The art of being right. Learn how to spot bad faith tactics, avoid contricks, and win arguments. Written by Arthur Schopenhauer. Translation by Thomas Bailey Saunders. Commentary and narration by Chirag, Patel. Preface. The best summary of this book is being right doesn't mean you're gonna win, and this is why. It's the ultimate guide to spotting the many different kinds of bullshit people pull in order to win over the crowd, rather than argue the point at hand. There's very few of them that don't immediately bring examples to mind, and having it laid out clearly like this is the perfect armour to stop people derailing you. I recommend this book to people over and over again. Most recently, my 13-year-old son, who's getting into debating at school and needs an edge that'll raise him above the competition. A bit of context is important here though. Schopenhauer was a philosopher with a capital P. The only part of this work that was published before his death was the beginning bit, which isn't included here because, unless you're a philosophy or dialectic student, it's so boring that it'll melt your brains. Full of interesting and serious thought, certainly, but it's not exactly a page-turner. As a serious philosopher, he had to have a rival he irrationally despised. Now, our Arthur was a pessimistic old coot as it was, so this came naturally to him, and he picked Immanuel Kant. Kant was a philosopher's philosopher, in the Platonic mode. He sat and thought about the most abstract possible things, in the most abstract terms, and then tried to define them. Arthur took exception to this, as he was more Aristotelian. He believed we have to have a deep understanding of what is, not what could be. Part of this was pointing out that Kant's ideas about reason, idealistic as they were, couldn't cut the mustard. In the real world, people don't win arguments based on what's correct. They win because they win over the crowd, or change the subject, or bully their rival, or 35 other causes. Now, Arthur didn't intend this work as a guide for winning fights. Much like Machiavelli's The Prince, this is a satire, a guide on what to watch out for in others and yourself, not a toolkit. He was a philosopher after all. If you can't win your argument on fair grounds, you need to reconsider your position. But that doesn't mean you should let people steal the day by underhand means. This book will teach you how to spot and spike them before they get ahead of steam. 0. Introduction. Nor can we, in ordering the argument, separate actual from apparent truth, since even the disputants are not certain about it beforehand. Therefore, I shall describe the various tricks or stratagems without regard to questions of objective truth or falsity, for that is a matter on which we have no assurance and which cannot be determined previously. Moreover, in every disputation or argument on any subject, we must agree about something. And by this, as a principle, we must be willing to judge the matter in question. We cannot argue with those who deny principles. Contra negantem principia non est disputandum. There can be no argument where there is no underlying agreement. Punchline.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?